something that you never did.
The America I see today is corrupted. A house burning down. A sadistic parasite that eats away at its minorities while it helps its so-called superiority. It's supposed to be the land of the free, but are we truly free? What is America? What could America be? I often wonder, what is the true meaning of the American dream? Or maybe this is it, and I'm just blind to see. A dream of empowering those who have no need of a favor, while the ones in poverty, pain, abuse, and subjected to racism are in need of a savior. I ask all these things as being a witness to it in my life, from witnessing all the agony, the slaying, and strife. United we stand, divided we fall. But the thing is, we're not united at all. I don't recall the policeman giving a fuck when a brother was down on his luck, stuck in a spot like a character who has no valuable role in the main plot. Try to get out of that spot and you will rot or be in prison for making the decision to be in your own spotlight. Right? The dream was not intended for those who do the labor, but instead caters to the people in power, as they choose to devour those who bleed for this country just to satisfy their greed. As the good people plead to let them be freed, freedom will not come until kingdom comes.
And we're back. For those of you who are just joining us, I'm here with Chloe Johnson, a young woman who has taken the internet by storm following the tragic death of Olivia Powell, which occurred a year ago today. Chloe is the social media liaison for the hashtag Justice for Olivia movement. She has over 400,000 followers on her Instagram and Twitter, with new posts and pictures going up every day. Chloe, by now you're becoming something of a celebrity. How does that feel?
Simon, it has nothing to do with me. I'm not interested in fame. I've always been incredibly shy. Frankly, it's not important to me for people to know who I am. This is about Olivia, and making sure the men who killed her are brought to justice.
And you feel that can be achieved through social media?
We're living in a social media age, Simon. I believe there's no better way to be heard right now. And just yesterday, we had the #1 trending hashtag on Twitter.
Was it your idea to start this movement in her memory?
Not at all. My good friend Adrian Leonard started the movement as a series of protests in our hometown after Olivia was killed. He reached out to me, and I already had a few thousand Instagram followers, so I suggested taking it online and letting the whole world know. We make a really great team, and I hope he's watching, because the fact that you asked me to be on your show, I think that just brings home the fact that we're reaching people, and that's what it's all about.
Now, I understand this is a very personal cause for you. You and Olivia went to high school together. Were you very close?
Yes, we were practically sisters. I loved her so much, and I'll always love her. It pains me so much to see our society so divided by racism. Olivia was black, and I'm white, but it never even occurred to me. We were so alike in so many other ways. And I give so much credit to my parents, who taught me to look at people as they are on the inside.
Thank you, Chloe. We're almost out of time. Anything else you'd like to say before we go to commercial?
Just to follow me on Instagram at Chloe for Equality, and spread the hashtag Justice for Olivia. Call your representatives, make sure they know her name, and that we're not going to stop until those men are in prison.
Adrian, it's me. I just saw Chloe's interview. I think we really need to talk. Call me back as soon as you can. Hello?
Danielle, it's Adrian.
I've been trying to reach you. She lied to everyone. I don't understand. Who does she think she is?
I think she got caught up in the moment. She wasn't thinking clearly, but look, I'll talk to her. Her intentions are good.
Are they? Adrian, she's using you. Using us. Using Olivia. She's turning us into a joke.
Look, I wasn't happy with either, but she's getting the word out there.
The only thing she promoted on that show was herself. She didn't even mention the right Instagram. Chloe for Equality? It's mostly just pictures of her with inspirational quotes. She didn't say anything about Olivia, except that bullshit story about their special friendship.
The important thing is that she's reaching people. Look, I came here because I knew you'd be upset. Chloe is unusual, but that's why I wanted her to get involved. Because she knows how to get that attention. Because of her, Everyone in America knows about Olivia's murder.
Look at those tweets and tell me that this is what we wanted. Some girls are single, some girls are taken, and some girls just want to arrest the men who killed Olivia Powell? Or how about this one? On an amazing summer day, I just want to relax by the beach, read a good book, and for Olivia Powell's murderers to be in jail. They know her name. So what? She's just a name to them. A mindless internet trend. In 2 weeks, they'll forget all about her and move on to the next thing.
That's her style. Chloe will keep them interested. The approach isn't important. What's important is the message.
What message? She didn't know Olivia. You and I knew her. She was our friend. Chloe didn't know what an amazing dancer she was, or about her crush on our sophomore year math teacher. She never cried with her, or held her. As far as I know, they never even met. And now she's dead. Cops broke down her door and killed her for no fucking reason. They got to go home to their families and get a good night's sleep, knowing they took care of that dangerous black girl. But it's okay, right? Because her name is on Instagram, that'll make everything better? A pretty white girl says her name on TV, and now all of our problems are solved?
You're right. I'm sorry. I guess I got caught up. But look, I'll talk to Chloe. I know you don't trust her, but I believe I can get through to her.
What are you gonna say to her?
I don't know yet, but I promise I'm going to make this right. Danielle, Chloe, it's Adrian.
I'm so glad you came!
Sorry for the short notice. I just thought...
No bother. After all, it's a special night. Celebrating my big TV debut. Well, sit down. Do you want some wine?
No. Look, about the interview, I'm confused. And I went to see Danielle and she was confused too.
Oh, I don't understand. I thought you'd be happy. I mean, we made it, right?
Chloe, I'm just not sure you're in this for the right reason. I want to make sure we're on the same page.
Right reason? What are you trying to say? Do you know how many hours I've spent editing and making sure every post is just right? I worked so hard to get us here.
And I'm grateful to you for everything, but my feelings, it's not about me. It's not about you either. It's about Olivia. And I'm sorry, I just can't stand by and watch you go on national TV exploiting her name the way you did.
I'm trying to help you. That's what I've always been trying to do. If I made a mistake, I'm sorry, but you have no right to
You
accuse
lied,
me.
Chloe! What did you expect me to think? Olivia was one of my best friends. Now she's dead. And all of a sudden, she's a sister you've never had? That's hurtful to me. If you want to help, okay, but don't pretend like you knew her.
I did know her. Maybe I exaggerated a little bit, but look, a year ago, I was lost. I was depressed. I have a degree in political science and I still can't find a fucking job. I sit here in this apartment that my parents are paying for and I feel like shit. When Olivia died, I saw what you were going through. And I remembered that sweet girl who sat next to me in history class and always made me laugh. And so I wanted to join you and to help you because I couldn't believe someone would ever want to hurt her. Just because I didn't know her as well as you doesn't mean I don't care. Maybe you feel guilty, but don't take that out on me.
Look, maybe it's just for the best, for everyone, if you just step back from this.
You know I can't do that. Not when we've gone this far. This is all I have right now.
I know. But that's just not a good enough reason. Hey, Danielle. Yeah, I talked to her.
Yes, I am available on Tuesday. Anderson Cooper wants to speak to me? Oh my God! I can't believe this! What time?
You were right. She's only in it for herself.
Yes, of course I'll be there. This is amazing!
It was rough, but I think I got through to her. I don't think she's gonna be a problem anymore.
Yes, of course. Tell Anderson I can't wait to talk to him. Yeah, thank you so much. Bye!
Stuck in a spot like a character who has no valuable role in the main plot. Try to get out of that spot and you will rot or be in prison for trying to make the decision to be in your own spotlight. Right? The dream was not intended for those who do the labor, but instead caters to the people in power, as they choose to devour those who bleed for this country just to satisfy their greed. As the good people plead to let them be freed, freedom will not come until kingdom comes.